Well, Don, I think it's fair to say that Daniel Alfredson certainly had the room here today at the Royal Ottawa Hospital as he held his farewell press conference. Your thoughts on what he said?
Well, I'm not sure that we've got all the answers yet. What he did say was that negotiations broke down or stalled, which happens in situations like this, contract talks. But other than that, we really don't know a whole bunch more. We know it's a new adventure for him and his family, and he's looking forward to it, and it was a very hard decision, as everybody thought it would be.
You know, I had mentioned last summer that Daniel Alfredson and the Senators were holding contract negotiations. I was told at the end of that they had essentially agreed that they were going nowhere. Certainly, that was what Daniel Alfredson said today, and they really, it seemed to me like this in a lot of ways came down to the contract and his inability to get something done.
To me, it's even a bigger picture, because I worry now a little bit about the financial situation the Senators are in. If they can't afford to keep Daniel Alfredson, if they didn't know quick enough that this was something that they had to do, I mean, I think they're underestimating the importance, and you'd wonder how they could possibly do that, but underestimating the importance of having Daniel Alfredson on this team.
I just wonder, though, if they never thought he would leave. And that, you know, I know one thing, that the first negotiation, he asked for 2 years at $6 million per season. They offered him 1 year between 4 and 4.5. That's basically where the negotiation stopped. They later agreed that he would take a 1-year deal, but that's basically, it sounds like, where the negotiation stopped. I just think that they never thought he would leave, Don.
I'm not a very smart man, but even I know that a commodity like that, when you have a valuable asset such as Daniel Alfredson, you don't take that chance. I mean, you make sure that if there's any chance he's playing hockey in Ottawa, because he means so much to this community.
Where do we go from here? I think what's happened here today, Don, is that there's just been more fuel thrown on the fire. It's almost like the ball is now back in the Senators' court to react.
I agree. Again, it's to me a concerning statement about the financial situation the team is in. It's one thing to declare yourself having a budget of $50 million, but you may have to exceed that budget sometimes. And if you're not going to do it for a guy like Daniel Alfredson, you wonder what you will do it for.
Well, Don, there was only 10 minutes to ask questions here today, so there were a lot more questions out there, but we were basically cut off. I think a lot of questions are going to linger right through training camp.
You know, it's funny, there was a lot of different things about this press conference today. Alfredson is there with his wife, Bibi, holding hands while he's being introduced and waiting to be introduced. He's got a written speech. I don't remember him ever having a speech before. I know he wanted to get the statement right, but Alfredson has always been such a genuine guy, a guy that you were amazed at how he could come off the cuff the way he does. I think that he was a little bit nervous about this thing too.
Well, training camp opens on September 11th, and I think we could talk about this right until that date if we stood here all day. But that's enough from us. For OttawaSun.com, I'm Bruce Garrioch with Don Brennan.